Good afternoon, everybody, and you're all very, very welcome here at the All Ireland Polo Club. The Polo Club was founded in 1873. We're one of the oldest polo clubs in Europe, and it was started here on the 9 acres given to us by the Viceroy, the representative of the Queen, in 1873. We're pleased to have you here on behalf of Eamon Lafferty, our club president. My name is Lars Sheeran, and I intend to give you the best commentary I can this afternoon for the final here of the Pakistan Cup. We have two very good teams playing here this afternoon. We have the Wexford team led by Paddy Casey, Emma Casey, Francisco Perfufo and Louis Aguirre. And also, thank you very much, they're taking on the team of CBA Ventures of Caroline Keeling, Siobhan Herbst, Mark Stone and Tom Small. And I do promise you a very, very exciting match here this afternoon. They're two exceptional teams. They fought their way through here to the final. And fortunately now the sun has come out and it's going to be a glorious day. The club itself is centred in the Phoenix Park in Dublin. It's one of the few polo clubs that are within a city. Also in Buenos Aires, of course, you have the famous grounds there. Polo has been played here constantly, interruption by two world wars, but we're delighted to have, we've had 18 chuckas yesterday to bring us here to the finals today. So we're going to bring to you the final of the Pakistan Cup. The teams will come up shortly and they will come to the centre of the ground, and I will introduce you to them and to our umpires. So for the moment, I think that would be a fair introduction. We hope you enjoy the game. Is that okay? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the All Ireland Polo Club, the final of the Pakistan tournament. We have here today two fine teams. We have for Wexford, Paddy Casey. Where's Paddy? Thanks, Paddy. That's come forward. Emma Casey. Francisco Paflino. And Luis Aguilera. On the CBA Ventures team, Caroline Keeling. In the pink helmet, Siobhan Herbst. Son of the polo manager, Mark Stone. And the one and only Tom Small. Our two umpires here this afternoon, John Corbett, and our visiting umpire, Ben Early from the UK. Ben is on microphone to our scoreboard. And he will explain whatever infringements there are, and that hopefully will be relayed to me. The match, by the way, is 4 chuckas. For those who are not familiar with it, each chucka is 7 minutes of play. When the whistle goes, the clock stops. And by the way, you just notice that a couple of the ponies there now on the Wexford team are wearing white dashes on their backside. I see 3 of them there at least. These are retrained racehorses. And it's great to have people like Noel Mead here today, the famous racehorse trainer with Dervilla, his good lady. And this is a second life for all these polo ponies. We're good to go. So Ben, the game is on and the ball is in. And who's going to be first to get to the ball? Louis. Caroline Keeling. Caroline being pushed off the ball there. Caroline appealing for the line, doesn't get the appeal. Picked up by Louis. Luis Aguilera. Louis taking the ball now. This is actually on. Whistle has gone. Okay. So anyway, an infringement has been called there. So the whistle has gone. It looks to me that possibly it was a Wexford infringement because Tom Small, wearing number 4 for CBA Ventures, is setting up the ball. He just tees up the ball. He's got number 2 ahead of him there, which of course is the leading lady player, Siobhan Herbst. Siobhan is actually playing off a 1-goal handicap, and her performance is well above the 1 in my opinion. Mark Stone, by the way, wearing number 3, is down on our left-hand side there. And Caroline Keeling, wearing number 1 on the grey pony, is up there waiting for the ball. So Tom Small takes the ball. The wind took that one, Tom, and swerved it over the back line. So it's going to be hit at this time now for Wexford. And the Wexford team with Paddy Casey, of course, have a tremendous string of polo ponies, supported greatly by Emma. And then Francisco and Louis are 2 very good professional players. Louis has been the highest handicapped here. He's a 4-goal handicap player. Francisco is a 2-goal player. So Wexford take the hit in from the back line. Sends the ball up. Does it go far enough? It just about does, but bounces badly under the pony of Paddy Casey. Francisco comes in. Francisco does manage to pick up the ball. Caroline Keeling tries to take the ball from him, but does not succeed. Louise does, though. Louise does. He sends the ball out nicely over towards the far boards. By the way, we're playing here in the Phoenix Park, which this is the as I say, the oldest polo club in Europe, playing on grass. Came to here in 1866 originally, and the club was formed in 1883. Wexford have possession. Louis is there. Louis is the great. He hits a lovely long shot. Tom Small comes in to rob it, but can't get away with it. Picked up then by Francisco. Francisco turning it around. He's got Siobhan Herbst with him. Siobhan pushing very hard, going for the goals. It's in front of the goals, but the whistle goes just in front of the goal. So we'll have to wait and see what the umpires decide. Oh, it's a spot now to Wexford team. So the infringement was against Wexford. I'm supported here by Brendan Mullally. Brendan does our timing and the scoreboard. Unfortunately, he's a little bit far away today from me, so he'll have to shout. So, but he's actually got an earpiece and he hears what the umpires have got to say. So it is a goal. So now they come back to the centre of the ground, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, and they do change the direction of play. Now the reason for this is that no team should have any advantage either of wind. So Wexford will now be heading towards the zoo, which is on my left. So Ben throws the ball in. Sent out nicely. Picked up Louise. Look at that. Oh, that was a bad bounce, and Francisco is there to back him up. Francisco being pushed off the ball there. And Tom Small takes a lovely backhand. Tom sends the ball back. Francisco is there. Francisco riding an Irish thoroughbred. Oh, beautiful reading play that time. You see what Francisco did? He realized where Louise was behind him. Just tapped the ball back because he knows that Louise can actually get the long shot in. Here's the patron himself, Paddy Casey. Paddy. Very, very competitive player, Paddy Casey. Beautiful backhand that time by Mark Stone. Didn't go very far though. Picked up again by Wexford. Wexford bringing the ball over towards the goal. They've got one goal in the pot already, so they're not going to give that ball up very easily. Siobhan is there, so Francisco sends the ball across the goal, and it's a goal. Another goal there for Wexford. That will really rise, I can tell you, CBA, because when Siobhan gets her dander up, it says there is no stopping her. She got 3 goals in 3 minutes there last week, so when she really gets set up, she's on fire. Siobhan, of course, is the polo manager of Polo Wicklow, the all year round polo club, and the whistle is gone, so I think Siobhan is just going to change her pony. They're allowed to change the pony once during each chucka. Each pony, by the way, is only allowed to play 2 chuckas in any day, and but you can play like 4 half chuckas. So it saves your horses, but you also are able to choose which pony you want particularly. It's like choosing your club in golf clubs. Some ponies are quicker, some ponies are stronger, some ride off better, some stop better. So, you know, you read how the game is going and you read how your opposition is playing you. So you actually match your pony to the man that you're paired up against, so you can take them out of the game. So there's an awful lot. You'll probably notice that off the ball, there is an awful lot of play going on, of people being taken away from it. I mean, the key to this game would be, for example, take Louise and Francisco away from the ball, because then they're the 2 highest handicappers, and the other team then have a much better chance of scoring a goal. I want to welcome everybody, of course, on to our broadcast here this afternoon by Graco Studios from Dublin, and they've done a fantastic. This is the first time, by the way, it's happened here actually in Dublin. We have Colin on production, Graham is on production, and Rory is our cameraman. So any fuzziness is down to him, not to me, because he's not drinking, I can tell you that. So now they're back to the centre of the ground, and they change the direction of play. Emily at the front there. Oops. So the whistle's gone instantly. Just so Paddy's up, no sign of damage to him. It must be something I said, Paddy. And very quickly, Francisco was down there to help. But Francisco and Louise know each other so well. I mean, talk about reading each other's mind. So Ben, our umpire, is going to throw the ball in. And for those watching us on WhatsApp, if you have any favourable comments on YouTube, we'd be delighted if you pass through a comment and mention, you know, Greco Studios and the All Ireland Polo Club. It'll be great because I say this is a first. So ball is up now. First time I've seen Siobhan getting near the ball. Now I told you she got 3. Look at the way she's gonna play. She's got the best of ponies. Aha! Siobhan has done it. So that's a goal there for CBA Ventures. Caroline will be pleased with that. Caroline Keeling, by the way, is a marvellous player, and she actually plays up to 8 chuckas a day. So if you think you're fit, you should see how Caroline Keeling is. She's on that grey she has, by the way, is one of my favourite ponies. It's also, I think, her favourite. Ben throws the ball in. Tom Small was first to get touched to it as Wexford come in. Tom Small. Now look at that. Oh, he's trying the impossible. You can't even do that in tennis. Tom Small is there. Tom makes his own ponies, by the way. Look at that for a beautiful shot. He set that lovely there for Siobhan again. Siobhan is very dangerous. Louise is there with us. Louise pushes Siobhan off the ball. Louise riding a lovely Irish thoroughbred. Louise, he's clear. He's on his own. There's no one really close enough to him. Louise, a nice long shot. He's setting it up hopefully for... Oh, and I think Paddy Casey was coming in there, but I think Siobhan probably had the line, and that was why the whistle is gone. But Brendan will tell me what the umpires have said. It's going to be a 60-yard penalty in favour of Wexford. Now, there is a wind here today as well. By the way, those of you watching us actually on the screen will see that in the distance we have the Wellington Memorial. The Duke of Wellington, of course, was born actually in Ireland, and he was born actually not too far from here. His mother was on the way back to Trim, where the family home was, and they a bit of a rush job ended up being born actually in what is now a pub called Caffrey's Pub, and that's where he makes his famous statement. Just because the man was born in a stable doesn't make him a horse. So anyway, Wexford are going to take this penalty against that slight infringement there by CBA. Luis sets the ball up nicely. And a goal. Well done for Wexford. Ben, our umpire, by the way, when there is a goal, he raises his hand so that us here up at the stand can see that there is a goal. Well done, Ben. I say Ben flew in on I think it was a Saturday morning and is here for the weekend. We had our polo ball here last night, so there is a little bit of hoarseness, so I apologise for that. So the ball is back in and the game is on now. Who's first to get to it? Ah, Paddy Casey. Nice one, he plays it off the boards. Oh, and Tom Small gets a fabulous backhand in. Sends the ball back out. Was hoping... Here's Mark Stone. Watch Mark Stone. Mark is a lovely player. Son of David Stone, our polo manager here. Mark is there. He has told to leave it by Tom Small. Tom sends the ball down very, very deep down into the field. Louise is back there looking for it. Tom Small's coming in to claim that line. Tom can't get to it. Picked up by Louise. Louise has a high bouncing ball. Louise is now going for a near side backhand. No, Louise just taps the ball around, keeping possession. That's the first hooter. The 7 minutes of play gone. They got 30 seconds left. Louise stops, sends the ball up, packs up to Francesco. Francesco loses possession, that time to Mark Stone. Mark Stone leaves it now for Tom Small. Tom is deadly at this range, by the way. Has a great hit, but he's been pushed off the ball by Louise. Louise now sends the ball back. He's hoping now that Paddy Casey can pick it up. Paddy Casey has it on his near side. And the hooter goes to end our chucker number 1. So, that was the first chucker. And the score, 3-1. in favour of Wexford. So just give you a bit more history about it. As say, polo here at the Polo Club is played from May to September, and one of the reasons for that, a lot of polo is played by people who hunted, and Ireland, of course, famous for its hunting. And the idea was from May to September you played polo, but of course then from November to March you hunted. So you were busy with horses all the time, and that was how I got into polo about 45 years ago. And played 40 years. I love polo, travelled all over the world. Winston Churchill once said, by the way, that the greatest passport in the world was a polo handicap, and I can vouch for that because I've played in so many different countries. The generosity within polo as well, anytime you go and you have a handicap, you're welcome as a guest, and the hospitality I've received, and so is every other member here. In fact, last week alone we had a team here from Zambia. We had 8 players who came over and they played a tournament here. And we had a great weekend of it. Now, in the next few months, we will send a team out to Zambia, and our team will play there. So it's almost an annual occasion. We also have, we had a polo ball last night, and today we have a charity function, and organised by Dervla. And we'll give you more details about that later on, because also we have, as I said, the very famous racehorse trainer Eamon Mead is here. Dervla is a good lady, and they're doing a big fundraiser here, and we have an awful lot of guests here for some beautiful food prepared by Tankerstown House. Tankerstown House in County Meath is famous for its food. They will be enjoying also a trainers and jockeys polo match, and remember, these guys don't play polo, but they're going to go out there and they're going to go out there and try and play polo. Ruby Walsh, the famous jockey and commentator, is going to take over the commentary for that, so I look forward to interested to see him play. So we do hope you're enjoying yourself here at the All Ireland Polo Club, and we do wish you're going to enjoy the rest of the game. That's only chucker number 1, by the way. We've actually got plenty more play for you here this afternoon. So, the teams are coming back onto the field, and they're going to start, by the way, down there. We call the field here, you got the zoo end on my left, which is Dublin Zoo, one of the oldest zoos in the world. It's very, very famous. And on the right-hand side, we've got Castleknock end. So that's how we refer to the direction of play. Behind us we have African Plains, which is part of Dublin Zoo. And many, many years ago, we used to actually have stables for the Polo Club on the land that was taken by African Plains. But that was given over to them so they could extend the zoo. So we're almost ready to go. Just trying to see who we're missing. I say John Corbett is riding that lovely coloured pony that he played earlier on, and we have Ben, of course, on the grey. The grey is one of Tom Burney's horses. Tom Burney, of course, very famous saddlers in Kilcullen, County Kildare. They make hunting saddles, polo saddles, send them all over the world. They are famous. Tom is not only is he a great polo player, but also a great man to hunt. I followed him across many a field down in County Carlow over many, many years. So I'm just wondering why we're waiting. As I say in all the best commentaries, I just had a drop of water there. And if you believe that, you believe anything else, I say. But thanks to Dervla and Tankerstown House, etc., there's a few glasses of bubbly going around up here. So I don't know what the delay is. I don't see anybody waiting for a horse to come out. Four. I see 8 players, I see 2 umpires. And I see Caroline has her supporters here. Dr. Keeling, nice to see you here. And Caroline is playing very well. Dr. Keeling, of course, past chairman of the Bloodstock, Curragh Bloodstock, as far as I remember. Well known in racing circles. So, why are we waiting? So, Brendan, can you enlighten me? Oh, it's some people are actually inside the playing area. You see, polo is played both sides of the boards, and that is a major problem within polo. We apologize for this delay in transmission. So the ball is back in. The game is on. Here we are, chucking number 2. Wexford, Luis. He's got Mark Stone. Mark chasing up on him. Oh, beautiful play there. And look, an appeal there by Luis saying that Tom took his line, but no, the umpires say no. Mark Stone's doing a great job there taking Francisco out of it. Luis is coming in. Luis taps the ball. Pick that time by Paddy Casey. Caroline Keeling there. Go on, Caroline. Now it's back down to Mark Stone. Mark Stone again. They're going in. Luis is there. Paddy Casey coming back for the ball. Paddy Casey now going up, looking for the ball from Luis. Mark Stone is keeping very close to Luis. He's blocking his line. Oh, look at that. Luis actually sends the ball into the centre of the ground. That's what I said about earlier on about Luis and Francisco reading each other particularly well. So the ball goes up to the far line. And I can't see, has it gone out of play? So, Wexford have it. Wexford bringing the ball across by the goal mouth. Mark Stone is in, very close on them now. Wexford is there. And it's a goal for Wexford again. 4-1. Wexford are playing just so well together. They're just not allowing CBA Ventures to get possession of the ball, because I do know that when CBA get the ball, they don't give it back. So Ben throws the ball in. It's under Paddy. Now here's Paddy Casey. Caroline does a great job taking Paddy Casey out of it there. And Tom Small can't get to the ball because Mark Stone pushes him out of the way. Here's Francisco. Francisco's coming in. He's got Luis behind him. They're going directly for a goal. They really are on form today, Wexford. They really are playing well as a team today. And very good marking of your opponents out there. And that's what keeping CBA Ventures in their place, if you don't mind me saying so. But the day is early. It's only checker number 2. And the whistle has gone, so the clock will stop. So it does give the players a chance to go and change ponies. 3 of the ones going off are Irish Thoroughbreds, so lovely to see that again. Yeah, I was saying about polo being so popular here in Dublin, and anybody who visits the club are quite amazed when they see our historic wall that is downstairs in the clubhouse. It's a beautiful clubhouse. It's a listed building, by the way, and you see the history of the club going back actually to before the First World War, and you believe it or not, there were carriages 4 deep all the way around the ground here, with up to 40,000 people used to come here to watch the major games here at the All Ireland Polo Club. So, as I say, during the First World War, so many of the players and all were killed in the Great War, and of course we lost millions of horses. So the ball is back in and this game is back on. Wexford 4-1 to CBA. That was an unusual run for Tom. Oh dear, Louise turned there. Lucky he stayed on the pony. Mark Stone is there. Mark and Tom together. Still with Tom. Still with Tom. Oh, there has been a bit of a hit there. Tom unfortunately hit Louise. Not deliberately, I can assure you. Tom, being a great sportsman, would never do that. And sorry to see that. So there'll be a delay for a minute or two to find out if he is all right. Has his good looks been damaged, I wonder? Nah, I think he's fine. Just to let you know, I mean, not only are the players well protected by their very strong boots, the ponies you see are all bandaged. There's very heavy bandages on all their legs. The tails are tied up because if you got a stick caught behind a pony's tail and it decided to go in a different direction, it would pull your arm out of the sockets. The manes have been hogged on the ponies as well, so that the mane does not interfere with your steering, your reins. So a penalty, although it was accidental, you're still not allowed to hit another player, tempting as it can be at times. And so it's a penalty 5B. 5B is from the centre of ground. The different penalties in polo, by the way. 5B is it's 150 yards from the far goal. Then we have a 60-yard penalty, 40-yard and 30-yard. The 60-yard penalty can be defended, as happens here with the 60. If you notice that Siobhan is only 30 yards away from where Louise is going to hit the ball. Now, that's to make sure that he can't hit it directly towards the goal. Nice low hit there by Louise. He set it up for Francisco. Francisco can't do much with it. Francisco does get a tap to it. He played it back now for Louise. Louise coming in on the offside forehand. And beautiful, powerful shot. And are they telling me that looks that they're saying it's a goal? Are we right, umpire? I'm waiting for Ben's decision. No, I think Ben is calling for an infringement. I didn't see it myself. And the ball has been thrown towards the, I think, the 40-yard mark. Oh, yes, it was. So it's a penalty in favour of CBA. Tom Small to take it. Tom has a lovely hit of a ball, by the way. He has, oh, yes. And just as, I think it was Paddy came in front of Siobhan's line, they really have kept Siobhan stifled here this afternoon, because when she breaks away, she can be quite something. So the ball is being brought forward. It's being brought forward to a 60-yard penalty. So this does give CBA a chance to pull back. A very vital score, by the way. So Tom sets it up. Now, the wind is behind Tom, but it is quite variable. I think you probably saw it earlier on, the way the ball can curve in the wind. In fact, some years ago, they introduced a dimpled polo ball, like a golf ball, to try and compensate for wind effect. But all these polo balls we have are solid, fully rounded, and they are high-density plastic. So Tom coming in. Wide, and well wide. I don't think we can blame the wind on that one. Just didn't work for Tom. So it's a hit out now to Wexford. Louise sends the ball up for Francisco. Francisco waiting for it. He's got Mark Stone with him. And Louise goes ahead. Now this is a planned move by the two of them. Look at this. Louise was waiting for the ball. Mark Stone comes in to take it from Louise. Louise still gets it. Louise brings it on. Siobhan gets in. Siobhan manages to take the ball. Siobhan has it. Now let's see what Siobhan's going to do with this. Siobhan sends it back. Didn't go very far. Interrupted again by Louise. Louise. Look at that. He's lovely bit of play there. He's bringing the ball towards the goal. Oh, a great attempt by Mark Stone that time. And it's right in front of on the line, but the whistle has gone again. So, his was taken. Tom Small demanding the line. Galloping there at full pace. It can be quite hard to follow the ball at the far side of the ground, but the whistle is gone. Because if the ball bounces over the board, we can't see the ball. So I'm not terribly sure exactly what happened there. Yeah, I'm not sure what the penalty is going to be. It's a little unclear. I hope we're joined here this afternoon by one of our pavilion members, Valentine Irwin. Valentine is well on in years now, but his ancestors, great uncle of the same name, Valentine Irwin, in 1866 came back from the Indian Civil Service and had played polo in India. And it was he who started playing polo in County Sligo on the family farm. Now, that was not official polo by any means, but the first official game recorded of polo in Ireland was in about 1878 between the 17th Dragoon Guards and one of the other military regiments on Gormanstown Beach, which is about 30 miles from here. It's a lovely flat beach, quite near the famous Bettystown race beach that they have the races on, which is... once every year, when the tide is out, obviously. They have a great day's racing there. Very, very natural, but just racing on sand. So we're just waiting for Luis to come back. So we're back to full complement. Now, let me see now, what is the penalty? To Wexford. Lovely shot there by Luis. It's up for Mark Stone. Mark Stone brings the ball forward. Over towards the clubhouse. Mark Stone cleverly brings the ball not too far. Still trying for possession. Sends the ball lovely on. That's off for Siobhan. Now here's Siobhan. Pushed off it by Francisco. And Louise gets a beautiful offside backhand, sends the ball up for Paddy Casey. Paddy Casey's now being chased very hard by Mark Stone. Mark Stone does get a touch to the ball, sends it back over. Francisco is there. Francisco now for Wexford, bringing the ball around again. He's got Emily with him. Francisco sends the ball forward for Emma. Emma is there. Can Emma do something? Emma tries for an offside forehand shot. Gets it going forward a little bit. Oh, it's a goal! Well done there by Wexford again. Wexford really dominant today. I mean, and there is the hooter to end here. This is half time, by the way. There is a 5-minute interval, and we will be back to you in a few minutes. Just waiting for one of the CBA team to join us, and then we're in full complement. Mark Stone joins in. So they're lining up from the far side of the ground. John Corbett is the umpire on the far side. Francisco! Away he goes again. Bouncing ball, hard to keep. Paddy Casey taken off there by Mark Stone. Paddy is marking David Stone, or Mark Stone, very tightly. That's why he's not being given a chance to shine today. They're standing on the ball. Not a great backhand there by Paddy Casey. Caroline Keeling's on it now. Come on, Caroline, we know what you can do. You scored a couple of lovely goals there 2 weeks ago. You can do it again. Now, a good long ball up there. Who's first to it? Paddy Casey's running on it. He's got Mark Stone with him. No, leaves the ball. Picked up by... It's in front of the goal. Still there. Still in play, I think. Yeah. Tom Small. Oh, lovely bit of a backhand there by Paddy Casey. But Francisco comes in now and gets a nice ball out there. It's out for Luis. Whoa! Whistle has gone just as Tom Small came in and stole the ball from Luis. So as John Corbett brings the ball back to the penalty position. Sorry, it's been set up there by Ben. It's a 60-yard penalty in favour of Wexford. Now, you see the goal is being packed. Look at everybody available except for Francisco is actually in the goal. This is to make it difficult for Luis. Is he going for the high ball, I wonder? Now, if that is what I think it is, that was amazing bit of play by Paddy Casey. Paddy stopped the ball. It was going wide. He did exactly what he should have done and sent the ball into the goal. Well done, Paddy. So they're back to the centre of the ground. I think the score is 5-1, if I'm correct, in favour of Wexford. Seven-1. Totally against the odds, believe it or not. Tom. A low ball going up. It's off a pony. Siobhan is there. Come on, Siobhan. Siobhan knows what to do. Hits off another pony. Now Caroline Keeling. And it's a goal for Caroline. I knew you could do it. Caroline. Oh, sorry, Team CBA Ventures. And Caroline, of course, is the patron. And I know Mum and Dad are here. They'll be very pleased with that. But isn't it great here? I mean, Galco Studio, the first time ever This is being broadcast. It's an amazing facility to see here. We'd love to see it happening again. We have Colin on production, Graham on production, and Rory is our cameraman. He's not called Fuzzy for nothing. So, Francisco, look at that for a lovely backhand. He sets it back up for Louise. Louise just can't get to it. Picked up by Tom Small. Tom turning around very quickly, has the ball. Tom trying to keep possession. He's got two extra players on him, as they say, like a cheap suit. But Wexford do manage to get a hit into it and send the ball nicely back. Now it's back for Siobhan. Come on, Siobhan. Siobhan has to get her backhand, and she does. Caroline Keeling turns quickly to it. Picked up by Mark Stone. Mark Stone can't do anything with it. Now picked up once more by Francisco. Francisco goes, look at that high ball. He just tips it on the end of the stick as if it was like a tennis ball. And Wexford very dominant. Oh, look, a lovely long shot there by Wexford. And we got Caroline Keeling, and we got oh, look at that, a beautiful backhand that time, but the ball is still in play. And a lovely shot there by Wexford, back towards the goal, but no sign from Ben, so I think it went wide. And of course, a special thanks this afternoon for our great sponsors. We have a load of sponsors here, which I know that Ruby will be mentioning later on when he's doing the trainers and jockeys match, and for their charity here this afternoon. And of course, all the food here prepared by Tankerstown House in County Meath, one of the great hotel restaurants now in Meath with a fantastic reputation. Beautiful staff, and they really look after us. So glad to have them there. Polo course organised here at the All Ireland Polo Club by David Stone. David is Mark's dad, and he's been playing, I think, now for 38 years, he told me the other day. So, and of course the club couldn't work without Carol Stone, who sort of works on getting all the little things done that we don't see. Siobhan bringing the ball around. Siobhan still has it. Come on, Siobhan. She's just not big. Francisco, you see, Francisco's just taking Siobhan out of it. But neither can do much with it. But Siobhan did get a touch to it. Didn't travel very far. Luis is there. Luis now bringing the ball around. Luis again. High bouncing ball. Back now by Siobhan. Siobhan now for CBA. Hits off a pony. Now Francisco's there. Francisco tries to get it. The ball bounces back. Tom Small is there. Tom sends it towards the goal, but going back for this Francisco. Francisco, what he's going to do, he's going to bring it across the goal. He misses that ball at critical time. It's right in front of the goal there. Wexford is there. And it's another goal. That was B4. Whistle has gone. That looks like another goal for Wexford. If it is, it's 8-1, I think. It just reminds me of a story many, many years ago. I was commentating on a match, and it was at the last chucka, and up at the Castleknock end, the foul was blown, and I made the mistake of commenting and saying I think it's a 60-yard penalty. And the team captain turned around and galloped towards the clubhouse and said, do not try to interfere or influence the umpires. I said, sorry, and he turned around and went back. And 2 minutes later, the chuck ended. He said, Larry said, I'm terribly sorry. He said, I was listening to your commentary. And he said, I didn't realise it was the final chucka. It was 12 goals to 3 in our favour, and the penalty was in our favour as well. So it just shows that some of them do listen to the commentary. A well-known character, loved polo, no longer with us, and happy memories of Craig. Won't mention any more about, but fantastic character and a great man for polo, particularly in Ireland and in Argentina. He ended up playing in Argentina an awful lot. So we're trying to rebuild the teams here. We've got 3 coming in from the right-hand side. But it's been marvellous to see the rehabilitation if a word you want to use for racehorses who otherwise would probably go into the food chain or something. They're coming out here and have a life playing a great sport. And they do love the sport, by the way. I remember Alex McKay had a horse one time. He was polo manager before me. And his pony was 22 years of age and he decided to retire him. And the horse went downhill very quick, and the vet said he just misses the game so much. At least play him once a day, and he did, and the horse lived for years. So anyway, Mark Stone gets a lovely backhand to the ball that time. Mark is still there with it. Mark has it, not overhitting it. Robbed by Paddy Casey, I think. Oh, look at this. Here comes Francisco. Ah, look at that for a beautiful bit of play. Sorry. Look at, he's watching all the way. Louise all the way with Mark Stone. Mark marking him so closely. And Tom Small comes in and steals the ball. But he leaves it, unfortunately. Well, for him, unfortunately. For Luis. Luis has now got possession. It's tick-tock time. He's only got seconds to do something with it. And what is he going to do with it? He taps it back. He's hoping actually that... Oh, and it's... I'm right. Is that a goal? No goal, says the umpire. But what a fine bit of play there by Wexford. So we're coming up now to the final shaka. It's been great. It's been a pleasure actually, doing the commentary here this afternoon to see such great polo. So much against the run of play. I mean, I can't understand. Oh, look, a penalty is going to be given just in front of the goal. That's what actually happened. Now, if it's a penalty one for Wexford, I mean, it's just a tap into the goal. But the whistle had gone, and that stopped play. A foul for yellow. Thank you, Brendan. So there's no need to go to the bookie shop with this one. Oh, it's far green against yellow. Thank you, Brendan. So that takes the pressure off. Am I right, Brendan? Even when I was playing, I used to get confused, by the way. So I'll just sit back for a minute or two while they go, and you can listen to the background music. for CBA Ventures. And I must admit that the Wexford team of Paddy Casey, Emma Casey, Francisco Profulo, and Louis Aguirre have made this an exhibition match. So, Tom Small takes the hit. Up it goes. Wexford. Wexford again. Wexford again. Mark Stone's coming in to Mark. He does get the backhand in, but not far enough. Picked up now by Wexford. Wexford bringing the ball around. Siobhan trying her very best, just can't get down to it. Oh, a lovely bit of play there by Wexford. Wexford. But I think that's wide. Believe it or not, when you're going towards the goal, your eye sees only one of the goals, but you have to go between them to score. And the amount of times I thought I was well in with the goal and realised I was on the wrong side of the goal. But however, that's the beauty of this game. Whistle has gone. Why? Why is the whistle gone? So they're bringing the ball back. I mean, I thought I knew the game fairly well, but there are things happening here that I just can't really figure out. An unusual penalty coming from the left, going up to the 5B. Usually penalties are brought forward, not backwards. I don't know. I've never seen this. Huh? Yeah. It's 60. 60 to green. I don't know what that infringer was, though. Do you, Brendan? All right. A bad write-off, which is not allowed. A lot of the stuff nowadays is, of course, safety related. Thomas Small setting it up. Tom, as I say, makes his own ponies. Also, very keen huntsman down in Wexford area. High ball, but looks wide to me. So Wexford going for the hit in. Now, interesting, Siobhan was right there with the hitter. I always thought that the defending player had to be 30 yards back. But they do change the rules, and I am not always up to speed. I'm only deputising really because our very good friend Mark Ronan normally does the commentary here, and Mark is away for this weekend, so I've been called out of retirement. So Tom is setting up it's either a 30 or a 40 yard penalty shot. Tom Small takes it. And it looks as if it went wide. So Wexford have a look at a bouncing ball, but give Louise his due. He knew when to wait for the bounce to stop. Mark Stone does his best there to take him out, but not working. Louise. Oh, Francisco not getting a great hit with that time, but enough to keep possession. And taken off the ball by Tom Small that time, but Louise is there. Louise sends the ball up. It's up now for Paddy Casey. Can Paddy do... No. And it's a goal. Tom has gone off to the right there. I see Mark Stone is heading out. Francesca and Louise are gone to change their ponies. Mark rejoins us. So we're back So, Mark has rejoined us there, and we're back to full teams. Wexford trying for goal again. Oh, no! A bit of a spill there by, I think that's Tom. Went down. You could just see it's like slow motion. So as Tom just readjusts himself, he's allowed a couple of minutes to get himself right. So we're back on form again, and Tom none the worse for wear. He's up, a nice ball out. Come on, Mark Stone! Bouncing ball. I mean, that was a very difficult ball to take because it was in the air. Remember, the ball is only 3.5 inches, and Mark is travelling, and he's travelling well. This is the one we need to have, and I think Mark Stone must get that one, and he does. So they're back to the centre of the ground. I know it's a bit late for CBA Ventures, but they met Wexford on their good day. So they're back to the centre of the ground, and they change the direction of play. Wexford going for the zoo. High bouncing ball. Tom tried to get a touch to that time, couldn't pick it up. Mark Stone coming in. Mark just bringing it forward, creating a new line. Mark gets a little touch of a backhand, but not far enough. Leaves it open there for Caroline Keelan. Caroline. And the whistle has gone. So CBA take the penalty. Come on, Tom. Tom, up to Siobhan. Siobhan, now she's got Francisco with her. Sends it under Francisco. Who's there for it? Caroline Keeling is there for it. Caroline moving on the ball. It's going towards goal. It looks like it's a cheer from the back line, and it's a goal. (9-5). It's a high-scoring match, but it's been a very tough match, really. CBA on their performance yesterday against today, and the whistle has got the hooter has gone, and we end at 9-5 in favour of Wexford, the winning team. Paddy Casey, Emma Casey, Francisco Pelafilo, and Louis Aguilera, and the runners-up, unfortunately, Caroline Keeling, Siobhan Herbst, Mark Stone, and Tom Small. A special thanks, of course, to Golaco Studios Dublin here for our transmission here this afternoon. Colin in production, Graham on production, and Rory on the cameras. So as we get ready, we have another match coming up to you, but it will be about another 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm going to sign off just now, if you don't mind, and I'm going to get my breath. We are. This is the second great tournament here this afternoon. This is the final of the Ronan Cup, presented by our great polo player Paul Ronan. Paul is away celebrating a very young birthday. Well, anything younger than me is young anyway. So it's one goal to the black team at the moment, which is Pegasus. Now, Pegasus is a famous team here in the All-Ireland Polo Club in that David Stone, our polo manager, is the captain of the team. He's backed up by Mark Stone, who you saw play so well in the last match. Unfortunately, a bit outmatched by Wexford. Nick Murphy in the blue helmet, by the way, a man really to watch. He's on the grey pony at the moment. He's very good. And we have Jimmy Byrne. And Jimmy is actually just a fairly new player to polo, but he's managed to get in here into the final of the Ronan Cup. Now, we're all very familiar with Wexford, who did so particularly well in the Pakistan Cup. Now, that was Mark Stone there. You got a good close look at him there. Here he is. He's coming in. He's done very well there. Look! As Lucia for Wexford in the pink helmet. Summer is number 1, Serena is number 2, Luca is number 3, and we have Francisco, who played brilliantly in the last one there with Louise. So this is, I say, the Ronan Cup final, and it's because of our past player Paul Ronan. Paul, of course, master of the Tipperary Foxhounds, and famous in hunting circles. So, sorry I missed the start of the game for you there, ladies and gentlemen, as we come in, as we have Nick Murphy coming through in the blue helmet. Watch Nick, by the way. He's quite an explosive player. And the whistle has gone. So, yes, once again, I must invite you here to watch the final of the Ronan Cup, presented by Paul Ronan, master of the Tipperary Foxhounds, and a polo player currently away having, I think it's only his 70th birthday, so a bit of envy comes in from me. The teams we have, in the dark colours, we have in Pegasus, we have Jimmy Byrne playing at number 1. David Stone is playing, I believe, at number 2 at the moment. Mark Stone, who played so brilliantly in the last match, unfortunately not getting his way, and Nick Murphy in the blue helmet. Now, for the Wexford team, we have Summer Moore wearing a blue helmet, by the way, and we have Sienna Moore. Luca is wearing a pink helmet, a very exciting young player, and then we have Francisco Pufolino, who played in the last match. So, you know, it's a bit of a repeat of some of the players, but I think this is going to be quite a different match. So I do hope you're going to enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to back up into the stand, and we're going to give as good a rattle as we can. So here we go, and we're back now. It's 1 goal all, so I turn my back for a minute, and next thing, you know, Wexford steals a goal. So there's Francisco wearing number 4. You can see him on a lovely Irish thoroughbred horse. It's been retrained, ex-race horse. And after this, ladies and gentlemen, we hope to do the presentation for the 2 finals for the Pakistan Cup and, of course, for the Paul Ronan Trophy. So I do hope you're enjoying yourself here. So I know we're actually live internationally, and it's marvellous that we have Graco Studios here doing our presentation here this afternoon. It's a first for the All-Ireland Polo Club, and probably no other club, I think, has actually done what we're doing today. So we're just waiting for the teams to get back up to speed. So I'm going back upstairs to the cameras. Oh, you're in trouble now. So we're back in on form here. Pegas trying to take the ball on. And it's a goal! And that's for Pegas. So like any club, we're dependent on great people like Chris below me here. Chris looks after the ground, and between those two matches there, he went up and down with the tractor and got the ground in a slightly better condition for this particular match. Here was Sienna. Go on, Sienna. Good girl. Oh yeah, she beat Mark Stone. That's good for you. Mark is coming in. Mark can't get to it. Luca, nice little tap that time, sets it up for Francisco. Francisco now sends a lovely long ball. It's out there now for Summer Moore. Summer loses it out now. Now we have Nick Murphy with the blue helmet. Nick for Pegas. Backed that time by Lucia Moore. A lovely sweet shot that time by Francesco. It's good distance. Who's got it now? Pegas defending it. Backed by Luca. Doesn't travel very far. That ball needs to come out of there. They're standing on top of the ball. That ball needs to move. Mark Stone sends the ball out. It was out for Nick Murphy, but Nick couldn't get to it that time. So Luca is there within the pink helmet. Luca sends it on. Mark Stone is there. Mark goes for the backhand. Hits off a pony. Francisco, not travelling for Francisco this particular time, although he did so particularly well in the last match there. It's now up for Nick Murphy. Nick! Clean shot there by Nick. Nick sends it back out. Back to Francisco. Francisco sends it back. Now we're picked up by Summer. Sorry, that was Sienna. Sienna had it that time. Not Summer. And the whistle has gone as the ball goes beautifully towards the goal. What happened here? It was a lovely shot to goal. The ball went through the goal, but a penalty has been awarded. I think we have a breakdown in communication here, ladies and gentlemen. So, end of Chukka. That was it. Brendan kindly tells me that was the end of the chucker just before that ball went through the goal. So, very precise. Greco Studios in Dublin for particularly for recording this occasion here at the All Ireland Polo Club. We have Colin on production and Graham on production, and Rory is our cameraman, Mr. Fuzzy himself, and he's named for life for that. So there's Nick on the grey. Nick down from Wexford. But for those of you just joining us, by the way, we're having a marvellous day here. The rain has stayed off. It's at the All Ireland Polo Club. We've been here now. We've been playing here since about 12 o'clock this morning. Various subsidiary matches went on, but we've had two very, very good matches so far. This is the third of my commentary. And it's just great to be able to tell you what's going on here in this famous polo club. It's the oldest polo club in Europe, 1883. And the only other club that claims to be slightly older is Malta. But Malta play actually on sand. So, but on grass, we're the granddaddies. And from here, it went to England. And then from here to Argentina, America, and elsewhere. I know we're joined today by our friends in the Berlin Polo Club. Guten Tag, and you're most welcome to join us. We know that our great past president Mickey Herbst has played actually in Berlin. Mickey is from Germany originally, living in Wicklow. He runs the Polo Wicklow School, which is an all year round both field and arena with a fabulous clubhouse. And of course, we invite everybody here to come and play here in Ireland. We guarantee you a very, very warm welcome. We won't guarantee you can win a match, because we'll never give you our really good stuff, but you are welcome to come and try your best. Last week, we had, of course, the Zambian team here. And I have to say, as usual, they went home without taking the silverware with them, because we don't like it leaving the club. So we're back, actually, to our match. The whistle went just before that ball went to the goal. So they're going to be starting there from around the 60-yard penalty position. And polo, of course, this weekend has been organised by our David Stone, who's also playing out here this afternoon. He's wearing number 2. David is the polo manager here for the last, I believe, 35, 36 years. And I can tell you, it's a thankless job. He's done a fabulous job here, keeping the polo club working. So we're back at play. And I see Eugene is just standing in my way here, so I can't see through. But he's quite transparent in ways. Well, so the revenue told me. And so the next thing we have actually is Luca. Luca there with the pink helmet, taking the ball, bringing it on. Mark Stone tries to get it backhand, doesn't work for him at all. We have then Francisco is there. Francisco bringing the ball around, sending it across the goal. Going to be picked up now by Luca. Luca Moore. Luca can't get to it. Mark Stone can't get to it, but I think the whistle has just gone. So Pegas take the penalty, but he didn't do very well with it. It was actually robbed that time by Luca Moore. Now pass back to Francisco. Francisco bringing it on, not overhitting it. And I hear another whistle. After this match, of course, we have the presentation of the prizes for the Pakistan Cup and for the Paul Ronan Cup. And then after that, we have a very, very special treat to you, which is organised by Noel Mead and Derval Mead. And we're going to have the jockeys versus the trainers. And I saw Gavin Cromwell here earlier on. And I hope Gavin plays again this year without any further incident, because last year, unfortunately, he received a little bit of abuse with the stick, and we don't want to see that happening at all. We have, of course, of the club today, Paul Monaghan, past president of the club, and brother-in-law to Dervilla. And he was president here for a number of years. Played many times, and that is a goal for Wexford. Three-1 to Pink. Jimmy Byrne, by the way, is playing number 1 for Pegas today. You know, Jimmy, he's been supporting Polo for a long, long time. And it's great to see him here playing in competition. Then we have Sienna bringing the ball on. Passed on then that time to Summer. Summer has to leave it, but he leaves it for Francisco. Francisco, the ideal person to leave there. Francisco sends the ball over towards just to the roadside of the goal. Polo, I've discovered over all my years, is a game that is always played on the furthest bit of the field away from where you are. So it makes hard to see things that time. I hear a goal has been called. That must be again for Wexford. So we're back to the centre of the field. I say David Stone is your man wearing number 2 at the front there. Now Jimmy Byrne just went ahead of him that time there. That ball that time back by David Stone. David used to play back, by the way, and I wonder why he's changed position now. But he was always a very reliable number 4, but he's changed to actually number 2 now. The position to play. Francisco is there. They're on a bit of a roll at the moment, but that time was picked up there by Luca. Luca sending the ball along, now picked up by Francisco again. Francisco bringing the ball along. Francisco, sweet bit of play there. Onto the net. Now, that was a very difficult shot, but the ball just goes wide. So Pegas take the hit in. It's up. Who's there first for it? Francisco's there. Sends it back down to Wexford. Wexford bringing the ball along. That's Summer. And just the ball goes wide. And if my sound seems a little bit sweeter now, it's just because Tankostano just gave me a lovely bowl of strawberries and cream. That's just to keep me sweet, of course. Come on, Mark Stone. On the boards. Come on, Mark. Oh, look at that. Luca there. By God, she tried very hard to take Mark off the ball. And she did. And now it's back by Francisco. Francisco sends it back out. But here, Nick. Oh, Nick, sorry. You had to leave at that time. Picked up this time by Summer. Summer's got a lovely chance here now. Summer again. Summer. Now Luca. Come on, Luke. Oh, Luca taking off the ball there by a very... That was a great shot. And it went a goal. Another goal for Wexford. I suddenly have a feeling that when I'm doing the presentation later on for the winning teams, Wexford is going to have to be very dominant. stuff to take home. We need Security Court to bring the cups home with them. We have, of course, the beautiful Pakistan Cup, which we originally called the Zadari Cup. That's here. And, of course, the Ronan Trophy, presented by our great friend Paul Ronan. And once again, happy birthday to Paul, who's in Westport with Mark and Paul Jr. and, of course, the beautiful Jane. So we hope they're having a lovely weekend in Westport. Just a mild change of ponies at the moment. They're allowed that during a chukka. So we'll be back to full complement in a minute. There's only 3 of Pegasus and 2 of Wexford there at the moment. So they're down there, Paddy Casey's lorries, getting the pick of the crop. Almost there now. Mark Stone. This is a lovely grade that Mark rides, by the way. It's a bit of a secret weapon. So Ben throws the ball in, ricochets off a pony. Luca was first to make with it. Luca again. Well done, Luca. Now she's got Nick Murphy with her. Luca again. Well, Luca is playing out of her skin today. Don't mind me saying so. Back to that time, I think I don't think it was Mark Stone got. It's a bit hard to see with the way the sunshine is at the moment. I'm glad to say we have sunshine here. Lovely one. Okay, now this is up for Luca. Luca and Nick trying for it there. There we have Sienna. Oh, David Stone. What a lovely shot there. Now, David, put that home. And Luca has left it for you, David. Mark Stone, you have your time. And to me, that looks very good. It is Pegasus. Pull back a score. And the hood goes to end that chucker. This is quite a balanced match, actually, when you look at it now. Both sides really getting good possession of the ball. Mark, I think, is going to stay on that pony. He just brought it out there for the last couple of minutes of that chucker. Is entitled to play it on for the next chucker. As I say, while we sit here at this lovely polo club here in the Phoenix Park in Dublin, originally the Phoenix Park, back I think it was the 16th century, was the private hunting park for the Viceroy when we were under British rule, and it became a public park, of course, when we became a free nation in 21. But in here, as I say, we have the Wellington Memorial over there, which was raised by public subscription for the people of Dublin to celebrate the Duke of Wellington. There is also a similar one, but not as big as that, in Trim in County Meath, where the Duke's family came from. They had a couple of very good houses there, Somerville House being one of them, and Knightsbrook, I think it is, was the other one. But you can see in the distance the Dublin Hills with the transmission masts, and I say when it's not raining here you can see even better. So we're doing very well today. By the way, the roadway that is across here from the polo ground is the main thoroughfare through the Phoenix Park. And just behind us here we have a thing called Áras an Uachtaráin, which is the home of our president, Michael D. Higgins. Michael D. Higgins is coming to the end of his tenure this year, and in October we will be voting for a new president. To my left here is Dublin Zoo, which is one of the oldest zoos actually, I believe, in the world, famous as a tremendous breeding program. And a number of years ago, probably 20 years ago, they extended the zoo behind here at the Polo Club into what they call the African Plains. And they have rhinos and giraffes, hippos, quite a range of animals which they could not facilitate in the original zoo, which is here to my left. The ground, as I said earlier on, has been restored after the Second World War. It had been dug up to produce food because of course, the war. Every bit of food was vital. So after the war, a guy called Timmy, who had been injured in the war and lost his leg, was employed by the Polo Club to reinstate the ground as you see it here today. And the drains from this Polo Club actually go in to Dublin Zoo. So in the lake in Dublin Zoo, it's actually fed from our polo ground here. This is the last day of our season, by the way. We play from May to September, and it is the end of our particular season. And it's great to end on such a high, particularly when we have, you know, such marvelous support here from people like Krakow Studios doing this live broadcast to you. Supported by, of course, Colin in production, Graham also in production, and Rory. Rory, known as Fuzzy, is on camera. He'll never live that one down, I think. But there we go, I was being kind. However, the ball is in and the game is on. And the ball goes back, picked up this time by Mark Stone. Mark sends the ball back up now for Nick Murphy. And Nick Murphy is there. Now we have, I think Amelia has replaced Sienna for this chucka. Francisco. Now there are two lovely players there from Wexford. What are they going to do? Oh, look, Mark Stone came in to interrupt them, but it's looking pretty good. Can they keep it in? A nice touch by Luca there to send it back, but I don't think she was on time. I think she just missed. Nick Murphy sends the ball. They set it up for Mark Stone. Mark, difficult one on the near side forehand. Doesn't travel very far for him. Picked up by Luca. Luca sends it beautifully back in. And this time it's back to Amelia. And to me, that looks a pretty good goal for Wexford. Anybody who follows Paddy Casey on YouTube or whatever, I better just go look at his trophy cabinet this year. I don't think he's got room for any more. He's done particularly well. So they're back to the centre of the ground. They're going to change the direction of play. This, I say, is the final here of the Ronan Cup. Mark Stone. A nice little high ball. Sends it forward for his dad. David Stone brings it on a little bit. David Stone. Backed up again by Mark. But robbed this time by Francisco. Look at Francisco. Now, you can't ask for a better ball than that. Sent it back out. Picked up this time by Amelia. Amelia. Oh, beautiful one by Nikki there. Nikki sends it back in. We got Luca now and David Stone. David pushing her out of the way, but Luca does manage to get the backhand in. Sends the ball back up. It's there for Francisco. Francisco, a nice little slappy back shot there. Sends it back up there. This time for Summer. Summer sends the ball up towards the goal. That was Jimmy. Jimmy got the ball. He sends it nicely up there for Mark Stone. Now Mark is nice and clear. Mark can do something with this. Yes, indeed, Mark. I'm not the curse of the commentator, but you can really do something. You're on your own. You've got slicing shot. That's a beauty. Will it stay on line? Will it stay on line? No! And Francisco saves the day again from an almost certain goal. And Francisco sends a nice ball up. He sends it up this time for Luca. Luca sends it up. Luca again. Now we have actually Summer on the ball. Summer wearing the blue helmet. Losing possession now to Pegas. Pegas bringing it on. Jimmy Byrne. Jimmy Byrne. Come on, Jimmy. Jimmy Byrne. He's at number 1. David Stone. Now David Stone sends the ball up again. Back into possession. But there we get Luca sends the ball back. Hits off a pony. Goes the wrong way for her. She gets the backhand in it. Offside backhand. Picked up that time by Francisco. Francisco now bringing it across towards the boards. He's got Mark Stone with a mark. That's a beautiful little backhand that time. It chips it back, but there is no one for Pegas there waiting for it. Who's waiting for it there? But our Luca. And did that go wide? I think it did. And the whistle has gone. The body language tells me it's going to be a 60-yard penalty, I think, to Pegas. I don't know. Nick is going off for some reason. Oh, a stick. Oh, another few €100 gone up the Swanee. But anyway, they're getting a penalty here. So he has time. The whistle has stopped, so that stop the clock. Dublin, of course, famous as being originally the second city of the British Empire, and that is why, during the wars that the Irish played such a dominant part with British forces. I believe we have the highest number of Victoria Crosses, and we're very, very pleased to see that, like in Dean's Grange, we have a special memorial to all the Irish members who were awarded Victoria Crosses in all the conflicts. Well, there's Nick back. He's ready for action. He's got a strong stick this time. May your aim be true. Oh, I thought it was going to be a penalty, actually, but it's not. It's a hit out. My apologies, everybody, because the way that the Pegas were lining up, I thought they were lining up for a 60-yard penalty. Francisco sends a good ball in. Who's first to it? Mark Stone got the advantage, I think. Yes. Mark there creates a new line. Pushed off by Luca. You know, polo being played by both men and women. The women give no consideration to us poor men. They just push us out of the way. So Nick, that new stick isn't working, Nick. So here we have Amelia. Mark Stone tries a little shot back. Nick is trying to keep the ball in play. David Stone now has got to come onto it. David, your backhand is good. Oh, hits off a pony. David was noted for a great backhand. Oh, another pony in the way. definitely things are not going Pegasus' way when it comes to blockages. I think that was a look of despair on Mark Stone's face there, the way he looked up into the air and said, oh no, how could I miss? But I think he did. Oh, we have a flyer. It's out of play. That means that Pegasus get a hit in for the ball went out of play, 5 yards in. Mark Stone will take this. That's it, Bell. Ben is there, drops the ball. Oh, slicing shot. It was supposed to be up for David. Not there for David. It's there for Jimmy. Jimmy Byrne. Come on, Jimmy. Bring it around. Make a name there. The ball is still in play. No, it's not in play. It's actually went over the back line. And Francisco, knowing what's going to happen, has just set the ball up for the start of the next chucka. (6-2) for Wexford, and this is, I think, the final chucka. And then once again, I just really have to thank the guys from Greco Studios in Dublin. I believe that they're more used to filming rugby, and when you consider this field is eight times the size of a rugby field, no wonder they're having a little bit of difficulty getting focused. But they're doing a grand job, I'm told. I'll see the results later. This will be up on the internet. Their names are there, by the way, just in case you want to send them abusive letters. So we do hope you're enjoying yourself here. I know that coming up in a short while, we're going to have the trainers and jockeys competition here, playing a bit of polo, and organised by Derval Mead and Noel Mead, and I'll be passing over commentary to them. But it's all a native charity, and I really compliment them on what they have done. They brought a great number of people here. It's lovely to see so many people from all different areas of sport. I see other firms like Sherry Fitzgerald have been here. I see lots of people from around my own area of Dunshaughlin. And I saw Orla Sherry. Hi, Orla. I remember you so well. Wife of Padraig here. And do hope you're enjoying, particularly that strawberries and cream. That was delicious. All done by Tankerstown House, by the way, in County Meath. I'm determined during the winter to avail of their great hospitality. So the Wexford team are keen to get back on the ground. Look at they're right up to the goal as if they owned it. Mind you, they have proved themselves to be particularly successful here this afternoon. There's Nick. That's the same stick, Nick, is it? Was it worth the money? It is. Make it work. David Stone following up there, wearing number 2, our polo manager. Long service medal deserved there today, 38 years or something doing the job. Followed by his own son, Mark. And here comes Jimmy Byrne. Come on, Jimmy. You've nearly done it a couple of times. And you're riding an Irish thoroughbred. And nice to see that. So, play's been called. Remember, the ball went over the back line. Francisco again to take the hit in. A nice little tap. A nice long shot. He sends it up now for Sienna. Sienna doesn't get to it, but there, Mark Stone turning around on it. Lucas is coming in. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. How dare you take that ball from Jimmy? Okay, Francisco. What are you going to do with it this time? Who is your target? Oh, a lovely long one there. It's set up there for Summer. Mark Stone stole the ball. Oh, look at that for a lovely turn there by Sienna. It's back over for Wexford. They're at the goal again. Still in play. That looks like Mark Stone has stolen the ball. So Pegas bringing the ball on. Wexford send the ball in. It's back in for Francisco. Bring it up towards the clubhouse. Let's have a look at you guys. Come on over here. It's over here now to Luca. Come on, Luca. You have it. Oh, good. You got the speed. You have the pony as well. Don't mind Nick. He's a gentleman. Lost out to Mark Stone. No comment. Mark Stone for Pegas turning around. Mark now has the ball again. He's got Luca beside him. Ball sent up. It was to come up to Nick. Nick can turn for it. Nick can turn for it. David Stone is going to take it. Oh. Now. Okay, just Francisco's down off the pony. Might have got hit with the ball, and it does. It's like when you knock your elbow, it stings for a little bit, and they do act a little bit lame. But you walk it out of, and he'll be fine in a couple of minutes. Just waiting for the change of pony now from the Wexford team. I see Carol Stone there and Orla Sherry together. Hiya, Orla, wave, good. You're in good company there, Mrs. Stone. Carol, of course, is mum of Mark and wife of David. Also Davo, the other son. And Paula, their daughter, mother of the grandchildren. Well, they've got loads of grandchildren. Mark is married to the marvellous, exciting Michelle. Mrs. Glam. Those of you on the internet will recognise Mrs. Glam. There's Mark sending the ball. Nick! Well done there. Sienna took the ball off him nicely. A nice little tap there by Francisco there, but there's
No one there to take it except Mark. Mark is there. He's got Sienna with him. He's now clear. Sends a nice high ball. Sets it up for his dad. David Stone is there. David has to take this on the near side, the most difficult shot of the lot. Francisco is there to retrieve the ball. Francisco's now just bringing that ball around. And Francisco sends it up. Sends it up for Sienna. Sienna pushed off it by that very ungentlemanly Mark Stone. The ball is back out again. Mark still has it. Oh, he tried that difficult under the next shot. Doesn't always work. And the ball just goes over the back line. So it's a penalty 5, by the way. It's from the spot where the infringement happened. The teams have moved well back, actually. They're expecting a long shot here from Mark. And Mark gives it. He gives it the welly. What a shot, Mark Stone. That's your best shot today, Mark. What's the score now? I can't see it. Pardon? 6-3. Wexford ahead at the moment. Whistle has gone. Mark, I think, wants to go in and change his pony. So a little bit of a delay here while I just change over ponies. The Phoenix Park, by the way, is I think the largest enclosed park in Europe. And within here we have the American Ambassador's residence just up the road at the famous monument. And across the way from here we have Gaelic football, cricket grounds. It's quite a marvellous park, by the way. We have, of course, a complete herd. I think we have 2 herds of deer. I think we have a limit of 500 deer or something in the park now. So they are maintained at a particular level. In front of the club there, Paul Monaghan, of course. Paul, past president of the club. Great man to supply champagne to the poor and needy. And of course our representative, Tankerstown Stud, very well represented here today by their manager. He's there talking to Paul. A lot of familiar faces, of course, from racing here today. It's delightful to see them here all supporting this very good charitable cause. And as I say, I'm not up on racing. I've been a hunting man all my life, but not into racing. We were hoping to have Ruby Walsh here to do the commentary for the jockeys and trainers, but Ruby couldn't make it today. Hunted many times with his father, Ted, down with the Tipperaries. So Francisco is back. So umpire calls for 2 straight lines. I think he'd be lucky. But the ball is in anyway in a melee. It's picked up now by Wexford. Look at Francisco. Definitely he's... and he misses his near side shot, which he doesn't normally do. Sienna is there, though. Sienna does pick up the shot. Sends it back up. Sienna has to leave it this time. Picked up this time by Luca. Luca sending the ball up towards the goal. And it's another goal for Wexford. Well, I see the 2 of the ponies out there playing are both ex-race horses. It's been a great representation by the Irish race horses this tournament. Well, actually 3. 1, 2, 3. Luca gets a backhand, but not big enough for Nick. Nick Murphy with that new stick. Nick sends it back. Sienna's there. What a beautiful backhand by Sienna. Mark Stone has it now. Can Mark do it again? Oh, Mark, that's not you. Now, Mark sends for a low one at this time. Doesn't look great to me. But his dad tries to keep it in play, but just couldn't do it. So we have now Francesco once again is going to try and take the hit out. Looking for his team. Now he sets a nice long ball up there. Who's going to be first to it? Here we got Summer. Summer coming in. Summer trying for the ball. Luca is there. Luca. No, Luca has to leave it. Mark Stone's coming in, cleaning up for the Pegasus team. Mark Stone again. Oh, Mark. Unusual for Mark. It just didn't work for him, but he still has possession. He's got Luca with him. Luca not giving him any choice. Look at that. Luca, well done. You made up for what he did to you. Go on, Luca. Take it out. Good girl. But anyway, here we're backed up with Sienna. Sienna sending the ball. Sending the ball on nicely. It's up now to Luca. Luca. She's heading for goal. There. Sienna is there. Sienna still has the run on the ball. Sienna and Luca. Luca goes. Now that's a beautiful shot by Luca. Is it in or is it out? If it wasn't in, it was just taken just at the lip of the goal. And the hooter goes. So that's the end of that chuckle. There is the final chucker. 7 goals to Wexford, 3 to Pegasus. Congratulations to both teams. Both teams, just to mention them again, Wexford, Summer Moore, Sienna and Amelia, Luca Moore and Francesca Puflino. And unfortunately, Pegasus team have got to the wooden spoon today with Jimmy Byrne, David Stone, Mark Stone and Nick Murphy. Thank you very much indeed. Now we're going to have the presentation for the Pakistan Trophy and the Ronan Cup. So we want both teams up here ASAP. gentlemen, are we ready with the cameras? Cameras and action. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We've had an amazing afternoon here at the All-Ireland Polo Club. We've had a very, very good game. Some great sportsmanship. Thank God no one was hurt, no ponies have been hurt, and we're all here to tell the story. The first presentation I'm going to make is the runners-up for the Ronan Cup final, and the runners-up are Pegasus, led by our polo manager David Stone, and Carol Stone is going to give him Mary Lafferty is going to give it, because I know that he'll get it in the ear from Carol later on. So David Stone, Mark Stone, Nick Murphy, and Jimmy Byrne. Where are you, Jimmy Byrne? Jimmy Byrne. Jimmy, you're a bit slow coming up. That was, I think, with the problem today. Come in here. Well done, Jimmy. Yeah, back to the clubhouse. So here we have again, I say Jimmy Byrne. Well done, Jimmy. David Stone, Mark Stone, Nick Murphy, and of course, Mary Lafferty presenting the prize to the runners-up. Thank you very much, Mary. Now, the winners of the Ronan Cup final is Wexford. Wexford, we have Summer Moore. Where's Summer? Played exceptionally well, by the way. Having commentated on it, was lovely to follow you and things like that. We also have split between Sienna and Amelia. So you have to come hand to hand. And I was told it was easy to spot Amelia because she was the blonde. It made life easy for me. Except at the distance, of course. Luca made an astounding performance today. I'm nearly tired of saying your name, but I'll say it one more time. Luca! And the key to the whole game was Francisco. Francisco, you played brilliantly in that game. You really were a pivot to it. So congratulations on being on the winning team for the Ronan Cup. At the end. Yeah. Okay. And now we have the battle that everybody wants to win. But CBA Ventures just didn't click it today. So the runners-up for the final of the Pakistan Cup is Caroline Keeling, Siobhan Herbst, Mark Stone, and Tom Small. Don't look so dejected, Tom. You did your best. But you did meet a team on their form today. But well done to CBA Ventures and Caroline. Yeah, come on. And Caroline, your mum and dad were here reporting from the side. Go on, get your... Seem to be missing somebody there. I know it was Siobhan, but anyway, well done that. And the final thing is for a fantastic match, and I have to say it was Wexford once again. We have Paddy Casey. Now walk slowly, Paddy. Just enjoy it. I'm telling you, Emma Casey. Francisco. And I would say, definitely the man of the match to me was Luis. I nearly got tired of calling your name, Luis. But well done between yourself, Francisco. Lovely team playing between the pair of you. Now, we have one more presentation to do after this. Paddy finds it very difficult. Paddy, would you like to say just a quick word, please, about how you found today?
I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I'd like to thank my teammates. We put a lot of work into it. A lot of work all summer with the ponies. I want to congratulate our opponents today. They played very well. I've been playing a while now, maybe 27 or 8 years, and I'm looking for this cup for the last 28 years. I have it now.
That's enough.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Now we've got one more presentation to make, which is for an Irish retrained racehorse, and I believe we have a winner has been chosen by a specialist committee. Could the winning ex-Irish racehorse please come up to receive its... Oh, we have two winners, one for the lower goal and one for the higher goal. And David Stone will tell me who they are. You tell him.
Thank you very much. So first of all, for the 4 goal, we have an 11-year-old mare called Elegant Emmeline, played by Francisco and owned by Paddy Casey.
And the second one?
We'll do this one first. Sure.
Trio LA, best playing thoroughbred from Paddy Casey's team. And a lovely rosette for Paddy. And oh, look at that. We're in the money. We're in the money. Well done. I wish to hurry up. Yeah, okay, next one, please. Come on, quickly. It's going to rain.
Yeah. And in the lower goal, in the 0 goal, we had Betty, owned by the Stone family and played by Mark Stone. So congratulations to them.
Now, while we're doing that presentation, the rain is starting. I want to just thank Greco Studios very much for all their support here this afternoon, for a marvellous presentation, the way that you've done everything and the hospitality that you've given us. Thank you very much indeed. This is Lars here, and I'm signing off. Have a good day, and thank you for being in the All Ireland Polo Club. Thank you. Goodbye.